Oh, hi, didn't see you there. Greetings, fellow fixers. It is I, Mark from Mark Fixes Stuff. We're here today in beautiful Stroud in the cave. And we're going to bring you another box opening. Yes, I'm sorry about that, but we've got that backlog to deal with, as you know. Now, this one should be prefaced with another apology, except I do know who sent me this one, and this was kindly sent by Arthur the Red, who found this in the house that he moved in up in the loft and asked if we'd like it. And I do know what it is, but we'll leave that for a little surprise for later. But if you don't get this, sugar, you're fired. Let's have a look at it right now.
Mark Fixes Stuff.
This channel is sponsored by PCBWay, and they don't just do PCBs. If you want professional 3D printing, just upload your models, pick from a variety of materials and colours, and you're on your PCBWay. Thanks to Elaine and the PCBWay team for supporting Mark Fixes Stuff.
Okay, let's open this bad boy up. Thanks for the loan of the knife, Neil. You don't know that I've borrowed it, but I will put it back with your nice scones when I've finished.
Where's my knife?
I don't know. I brought my own Stanley knife. Try looking right the opposite end of the complex. So Arthur, who sent this, said it could be slightly embarrassing because he didn't pack it very well. I'm surprised he can remember because it's taken me so long to actually open this box. Now this, if it's the thing I'm thinking of, is something that I used at school. And no, it's not a cut price prophylactic method. There we go. Right, here we, ooh, well this, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, genuinely wasn't expecting that. We have got, first up, out of the box, a Panasonic SP VHS-C, is that? VHS-C cassette? Which probably has some fairly grotty home porn from the 1990s on there, so looking forward to that later. I'll upload it to the usual websites. You know the ones I'm talking about. We'll pop that in there. VHS set, I haven't seen one of those for ages. You used to be able to get the adapters for these, and they were specially designed so that when you put the tape in, it would utterly obliterate the tape from inside by ripping it to pieces as soon as the mechanism opened up, which was brilliant for data protection. We're really ahead of our time back then. Next out, we have got printer cable. I'm basically freezing so that you can have a look because I'll zoom in on these. Yeah, printer cable, very nice. We've got, now this can't be a part of it. This is a cassette tape, a Sony HF90, which will certainly not have any software for this machine on it. Don't actually know what this is. Looks like, would that be for, it says on the edge, tape 1/7/8. I suppose that's probably the speed. And it's 1 1/4 hours. So that was probably for cine film. Let me know in the comments section below, because obviously I'm stupid. Down here we've got, oh, this might actually answer the question after all that. This looks like, I don't know what was in Arthur's loft. It is actually tape. Oh my goodness. Now this is where we're going to come in for a close-up, because this is one of Neil's favourite artists. That's right, it's Judy Garland in You'll Never Walk Alone. That stalker classic. What the hell is that? I mean, look at that. Look, that's absolutely marvellous. Not really something I know much about, but it's an album on cassette. So I think, in retrospect, that must be for reel-to-reel cassette. So let's get that into shot there. Wow, that's pretty cool, actually. I wonder if that's actually in a playable condition.
Mike Daly would like that.
Mike Daly would definitely like that, yeah. We'll close that up. And whilst we're here, we've also got the PCP, no, that's some kind of illicit drug. The PCW toolkit, the Moonstone Computing edition. And opening it up, I wonder if there's anything in there. It's surprisingly difficult to open. PCW toolkit, and there is the 3-inch disc. So that could well be one that's going to work for us. The CF2, which you will probably know, was also used in the CPC 6128, and after Amstrad's acquisition of Sinclair in the Spectrum Plus 3. It's also used on a Tatton Einstein. We have this piece of novelty packing material. Well done, Arthur. I particularly like the shades and shapes that you've brought into the dynamic there. It speaks to me. I think I'm going to call this piece Moon Underwater. Program your PCW. Yeah, well, don't mind if I do. And it's by Ian Sinclair, so a bit of foreshadowing there. Lovely. Ian Sinclair, obviously somebody who did quite a lot of programming books back in the day, and no relation at all. But this is, I think, a Z80 based machine that we're going to be popping out of here. So obviously a lot of that stuff is translatable. So got all this sort of good stuff. Shall I do it from front to back for English readers? There we go. You can see that there, can't you? There's some cartoons in there as well. That's one that's bound to have been scanned in, so please don't ask me to do that one. We actually seem to have a whole box of CF2 discs. Wonderful. These are now getting harder and harder to find as well, so really pleased with having those, so thank you, Arthur. Let's see if there's anything on there. Loco spell, no label. Right, so it'd be fun to see what's on those discs. More piece of the art installation. A cable, which I can't quite pull out. Let's see what we got here. Dixon's. Dixon's. Does anybody remember the when you used to go to the cinema, you'd have the local adverts, and it'd be come to Dixon's. It's 5 minutes from this store, and you'd have please come to the Red Rose Tandoori, and it'd have really cheesy music. So cuts, icons and areas, utilities program. This is all businessy stuff. Not seeing any text-based adventures. Loco script word processor. That one looks as if it's got wet, doesn't it? What do you think? Yeah, so pop that one in there. That case is actually stuck. Back in the 90s, when I worked in the diskette duplication factory, we did every sort of disc you could think of, except for the really big 8-inch discs and the 3-inch discs, just because there really wasn't much market in them. The actual media itself was so expensive back then, because it was controlled by 1 or 2 companies, that it didn't make sense for duplicators to buy the stock in, do the job for the companies, and then pop them out. So that's why you see quite a lot of the 3-inch discs have got labels on them, because they're just bought retail and then sent out to market. 800 plus book. Oof. Who knows? I'm looking at Neil here at the moment, so if I pause, it's because Neil's wondering about the legalities of me uncovering some lost book in his premises. Book backup. Hey, we got 2 bites of the cherry there. 8,000 plus soft options. I wonder what that is. I mean, these days with medical science coming on, if you're soft, there's a lot more options. But back then, if you had a floppy, then you could have a problem. Right. And I think what we're going to do before I take the, oh hang on, there's something else down here. Before I take the main machine out, we'll have a little bit of a tidy up and reset what is this? EMI tape. EMI tape guide. I actually don't know what this is.
Lemmings.
Is it lemmings? Neil said lemmings. Oh, I've taken it out the wrong way. Oh, yeah, lemmings on its on the reel-to-reel. I think this might be what passed for a blank tape back then. Producing feature tapes, presented by John Berwick. Oh no, hang on. This is, I don't know. I literally don't know, but you can see there it's got something on it because unauthorized copying, public performance, etc., is on there. EMI guides to tape recording. Of course, it would have been really well preserved being in this box for a year with this massive magnet. Right, okay. Producing feature tapes, presented by John Berwick. Your recordings become programs when they have some kind of shape. But it says to be talking about audio, so I don't think this is a video. Right, okay, good. Bit of history there. This coupon is valuable. That told you, didn't it? Okay, so we'll pop that all away. Someone can tell me all about that in the comments section below. EMI guide number 6. Right, I think that's, oh no, hang on, there's another one of those yellow things, which I'm not going to open because it goes everywhere. Okay, EMI guide number 3. Oh, we're going to have a look, aren't we now? I've wetted your whistle. No bit of paper on that. Editing guide number 3. This one is tape editing. And I've never been so grateful to live in the time that I do today, where I don't have to splice tape. That would be awful, considering the amount of mistakes I make. It'd be worse for Neil. Okay, now I think that's everything. Let's see. All right, I'm going to reset the camera and then we'll take this out of the box, and I might have to get Neil to help me. Neil, come and give me a hand.
I'm conveniently mic'd up.
You're conveniently mic'd up. Who'd have thunk it?
What have you got?
So this is you grab that side, I'll grab this side.
I like how there's a printer that's been used as packing material.
We don't even have to screen smash to bits yet, do we?
Okay.
So let's pop that out there.
Well, there's not the sound of tinkling glass.
No. Oh look, there's a couple of discs in the drives. Fonts and icons and areas. I've been told I've got an iconic area.
Oh, that's just the ribbon that's flapping out there.
Okay. Flap your gums down.
And you have got this.
Well, that's jolly useful because that, as some of the experts amongst you will realise, is called a keyboard. And this is the 512K Amstrad Personal Computer Word Processor, lovingly referred to as a PCW 512. Did you notice how I skillfully rustled this bag whilst I was talking to make it really
nice and
difficult
close to the mic
to get that out of the edit? It's all professional here, you know. Right, so what do you reckon, Neil? Well, seeing as this belongs to me and not you.
Needs a bit of a wipe down. I don't know if you're going to do that today or...
No, I'm not going to do that today. What we're going to do is we are going to see if it works, I think. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, YouTube? Should we see if it works? There is a plug underneath. Right, yeah, I trust that about as far as I throw it. So we'll check the plug first.
I've been thwarted by a printer. There we go. There we go. It's back together.
Been thwarted by a pointer. Now, what do you reckon there, Neil? Would you plug that straight in?
No. And I know you've only come here to blow my electrics. I'm pretty confident this will work, knowing the track record and you have got as well with Amstrad things.
Yeah.
It will probably just turn on.
And survive a nuclear holocaust. Well, that's probably not something I want to start talking about on my channel. Point in human
Got a bit
history
heavy there, Mark.
Yeah. put it this way, the new rat civilization that's going to spring up after humans will be using these.
I reckon that's the original fuse.
Probably is,
Ever ready.
Yeah. How's the wiring? Really, we're looking for the cable grip.
It's actually okay. Cable grips gripping, and everything is in place. No risk of that falling out, no shorts.
Lovely. If you want to pop it back together then.
Yeah, that's nice and tight. Tight like a tiger.
Like a tiger.
That'll do.
I'll leave that in. I will.
Okay, that's plugged in. I don't know if the mic picked up my knees cracking there, but I think you should be the one to press the power button, Mark. I'm not going to press it.
What's the point of me coming all the way here to put myself in personal danger? All right, okay. Give us the countdown then, Neil.
3, 2, 1, hit it. Okay, noisy disk drive, or is that the monitor? Oof.
That is the spindle in the 3-inch drive, I suspect, is just rotating and not wanting to do anything because I think the band inside has probably turned to jelly.
Okay, but should there be anything on the screen even without a disk, or does it
I'm not
depend entirely on the
entirely
disk?
sure. Ooh,
Little shock? Was that?
yeah, static. Yeah.
Oh, okay, just static. All we've got really is brightness and sync. That's not helping, Mark.
No, that's not doing anything. So the good news is, Neil, I've got a project for a future video. The bad news is, I've got a project for a future video.
It's promising though.
It is promising. I mean, it powers on, so it's not got a power issue, which is always good.
You've got a light on your caps lock key there with shift lock.
So the logic is working for the keyboard. I'd say I'm going to throw this open now to all the lovely people viewing this video and just ask, do we need to boot something for it to do something? I suspect probably yes. And secondarily, that noise, I think, part one of doing this will be to sort the drives out.
I'd hope it's the drive and not the monitor making that noise. I'm pretty sure it's the drive.
I'm pretty sure it's the drive because it sounds like the disk drive in a CPC 6128 when the band's gone, it's making that.
And I imagine, I'm just guessing here, but I imagine 2 drives was an upgraded option. So even if you can only get one working one out of the 2, you can at least get it operating.
Well, it's funny you say that because you actually did have a look through Amstrad Action.
I did, 1985.
To see if you could find something about the PCW 8512. But the closest we could find,
the 8256. Yeah, so that's just got the one disk drive and then it's not a blanking plate, it does have some activity lights on the bottom half, doesn't it?
yeah, so
It looks the same.
so I think it's probably just an upgraded model, 2 drives, and we've got a bit of extra RAM in here, 512k of RAM, which, you know, back then, quite a lot of RAM really, wasn't it?
Well, 256 in 1985 was a huge amount of RAM.
Yeah.
You going to try a slap?
Go for it.
Didn't help. Fixed it! Always worth a go.
Something happened. It might not have been what we wanted.
Maybe it just timed out trying to read. I think that was a coincidence.
Yeah, that.
Should we try it again?
Can you smell that? It's not caps.
I think
not caps,
I think
it's-
that's just the smell of it. Maybe just getting warm.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do, we'll leave it on for half an hour. If it doesn't burn the mill down, then we'll try rebooting it.
Give it another slap.
Give it another slap. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. I'm Mark, and this is
Neil?
And do you want to tell them about your channel, Neil?
Oh, would you mind subscribing to me? I'm on RMC The Cave. Thanks for having me on.
This is the most terrible video I've ever made. It's not. I've made much worse videos. Thank you, everybody. Big thanks to After the Rev for sending this over. It's going to be well loved. It's a bit pongy, stinky and dirty at the moment, and it doesn't work, but we'll see what we can do. Other than that, thanks to you for watching, and thanks to my wonderful patrons appearing now on the screen. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? You can become a patron too by going to www.patreon.com/MarkFixesStuff. Patrons get ad-free early access to all my videos, behind the scenes videos, and access to the patron exclusive Discord channel. You'll also obtain the ability to roller skate like an Olympic champion. That might be a lie. Why don't you go and watch one of these other videos now? Either one will do. Everyone's a winner, baby, that's the truth.